Hey guys, this is Vicky with Southern Crossword Creation. I grabbed one of these pool noodles. Y'all, they're all over the place because they're trying to get rid of them because of fall coming. So grab one of these and we are going to make a 3D pumpkin out of it. I can't wait to show you how this came out. Okay, so I grabbed my Sweet Bee yarn. Now I have white, but Hobby Lobby has so many different colors. They're so pretty. This is just what I had on hand, so this is what I grabbed. Okay, so once you get this threaded in and out of your pumpkin, you're going to leave about a quarter of it with no yarn. What I did is I grabbed one of these beautiful napkins that one of my followers sent me, grabbed some Waverly chalk paste and Snow White, and I spritzed it with water and painted the area that's pink. The reason I did that is because it will show through the napkin unless you really, use a really dark napkin. Okay, so once you get that really thin layer of that paint on there, then you're going to obviously let it dry. It doesn't have to be completely because we're going to put some Mod Podge on it. So the thought process in my head was I wanted this to look like the pumpkin was carved. And so that's why I did not put the yarn, and that's why we're doing the napkin. Now you could do this with any kind of napkin or cutouts or anything like that, and it would look really cute. Okay, so once you take the plies off of the napkin, this one had a 3-ply, and so I took the 2 plies off, and then now you can't see that pink through there. So I just kind of placed it on there, kind of figured out where I wanted it. Then I grabbed some hot Mod Podge for paper and went ahead and put a thin layer over the entire part there. Now, once you get all of that thin layered on the top and bottom as well, then you start in the middle of your napkin and you work outward. This will eliminate some of the creasing and stuff like that happens with the napkins. But y'all, I cannot wait to show you the texture of this because it's the pool noodle and it's that really kind of a grainy texture, but it makes these pumpkins on this napkin look so pretty. Even the white part, it just makes it look really pretty. Okay, cut the excess of the napkin off, but don't cut it off on the bottom. So what you're going to do is you're going to put some more Mod Podge on the bottom and then fold it and cover that pink noodle because you don't want that showing. We're going to do something else to cover it even more, but you definitely want to leave the paper so that you can get that most of that covered up. Okay, then you're going to trim that up and get that all nice and pushed down. And then once you get all of that pushed down, you're going to now move your yarn back over the edging of that napkin. Because remember, we made it really tight and we pushed it back, and now we're going to just bring it forward and cover up those edges. I just thought this came out so cute. This would be a really cute thing to, even if you wanted to have one of your kids or grandkids draw a picture. You could do it on that rice paper and even have it in the center, and it looks like they've carved their little picture into the pumpkin. So I thought that was really cute. Okay, now we're going to finish our pumpkin because we don't want to leave it like that. So you're going to but you need to cut it the width, but stop at the edge of the pool noodle. And this is where I use the hot glue. So you'll see where I continued doing the look of the pumpkin that's all the way around. I continued that look to the front. Now these will all be different pieces. You'll just kind of have to measure. That's kind of how I measured them. And then your hot glue and then put your piece in there. But how cute is this coming out, y'all? I do want to take a minute to thank you so much for being on my page. Thank you for passing my videos down the road, which means share, like, and comment. And if you need supplies for this particular craft, just message me supplies and I'll get that right out to you. Now you're going to just continue to fill in all of the little pieces right there. And like I said, all of them are different. But then you're going to go ahead and you can take your scissors and you can actually trim them up because you will have a little, few stragglers. And then you're going to go ahead and do that on the bottom as well. That way it looks like like I said, like this is kind of carved into the pumpkin, and that was our goal. But isn't this napkin so pretty? Okay, and then once you get that all complete, like I said, again, you can take your scissors. See how it was sticking out just a little bit? It's kind of like, you know, not even. You can trim those up. Now, I showed these the other day, but I do want to tell you, these are at Hobby Lobby right now. They're on a roll like this. They only have them during Christmas. I use these all throughout the year. So make sure that you grab these now, and that way you put them back and you'll have them, because again, they don't only come out at Christmas time, so you can't find them throughout the year. So we're going to do our stem. So I pushed one in, and then I hot glued the other side and then pushed it together. It's a little easier to get them in that way than trying to hot glue it and then push it in. That's kind of the reason why I did it like that. So there's where I go back and I kind of trim that out. But isn't he so cute? I just thought it came out really cute. All right, here's the alphabet stamps. You know, we have to make some details here. So we are going to make a tag for our pumpkin. And again, if you have a paper towel roll, you have a tag, because these are the best things to make tags out of. Just make sure you cut the part where they've glued it together. You don't want that on your tag. And then all you're going to do is just fold it in half and then cut it straight at the bottom. And then you're going to cut it at an angle and then straight across. Now this one was a little bit too big, so I did some trimming on it. And that's the great thing about these, is you can actually just trim it to whatever size that you need. And then once I get that trimmed up, you're going to take a hole punch and then just punch a hole at the very top. And then these stamps I actually got on Amazon. If you want any of the links to the stamps, then just message me and I'll get that to you. You can put supplies or links, that's fine, and I'll get the links and supplies to you. And then what you're going to do is this is just what I did for mine. Now you could put anything you want to, obviously, on yours. I just did Happy Fall on mine. You could do, Happy Harvest. You could do, but literally anything. And then once you get that on there, I think I sped up the video here in just a few minutes. But once you get all of that on there, then this ink pad that I have that you'll see me put around the edges, I actually got that at Dollar Tree. They sell them over in the craft section, and then you can also get them at Dollar General as well. This is the ink pad that I was gonna. Once I dry it, then I'll show you the ink pad. And then I always like to make my tags look like they've been worn and kind of weathered. And so when I put this little ink around the edges, then I go ahead and crumple it up. And that way the ink may smudge a little bit. That's totally fine. But I like it with it, being like all bent and kind of like it's been around for a little while. Okay, and then what I did is I just kind of showed you a suggestion. Now you could put leaves on your pumpkin. You could put moss around it. There's so many different things that you could do to the top. I'm just going to do a tag, and then I'm just going to do a rag bow. But there's so many other things that you could do as well. This is just to inspire you, just to kind of, you can make it your own. So once I measured my twine, I just did a knot in it, put it back over the stem, kind of placed it, wanted it to where, it hung where I wanted it to. And then once you do that, you can put a little bit of hot glue, cut off the excess of the twine. And y'all, I cannot get over how cute this came out. I just thought it was so cute and so different. Okay, and then once you get that, I grabbed these two fabrics, which I thought were really pretty together. I got these at Hobby Lobby. And then I just cut a piece of the edge and then just cut it off. Now I know this is like the edge of the material, but I loved that brown through there. So I'm not wasting that. I just wanted to go ahead and use it because I thought they looked really pretty with these colors. And then what I did is I wanted to have some of the tails hanging down on my pumpkin, not just from the bow, just to kind of make it a little bit fuller so you could kind of see it, more around the pumpkin. So what I did is I just kind of placed it around just like that, got it to where I wanted, or I thought the measurement would be, and then I just cut it. Just went ahead and dog-eared the edges there, and then all I did, I ended up flipping it around because I thought the blue looked better against that white. Now I will be making a white bow, so I'll be alternating, but that way it kind of stands out a little bit more. And this covers the twine from the tag as well. So once you get that placed, then you're just going to put a little bead of hot glue right there. I didn't tie it or anything like that. And then we're going to just take our bow, our ribbon, just as if we were kind of making a bow to tie your shoes. And then once you get that dog-eared on each part, then you're going to just take some twine and put in the center and then just tie it off nice and tight. Once you get it tied, I've got to show you this bag of buttons. I've showed these before and I get so many questions on them. Absolutely love these buttons that I got on Amazon. I have been using these, it's been years, and so it's my go-to. I love them. And if you've ever tried to price buttons, this variety of buttons, they're very expensive, and these were not on Amazon. I love this bag of buttons, and I'll show those here in just a minute. But what you're going to do is you're going to just take a little bead of hot glue. Now you could totally leave it just like this. It's really super cute just the way it is, but I thought it kind of needed a little button there in the middle of that bow. Okay, so here's the bag of buttons, and like I said, there's so many different kinds in there, and I have been using them over and over and over on different ones, and I still have so many in there. There's different sizes and colors and all the things. Okay, then you're going to just take a little bit of hot glue and then just press your button on there, and y'all, how cute did those come out? I hope you guys try this. I hope you enjoyed it. For more, you can visit southerncrossowcreations.com, and I'm also on YouTube, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks, guys, for being here.